Hi, my name is Abhishek. I'm a legal internet lexicon confused. So today's my topic is the contribution of MC Mehta in the formation of environmental laws in India. So before proceeding with the topic, I request you please like, share my videos and subscribe the channel Lexicon. So let me tell you about the about MC Mehta, and after that I will begin with the cases which he fought. So, MC Mehta is an environmental lawyer who campaigns for a healthier environment and has won awards for the same. So, he pressured the polluters to pay for it and urged India's media to bear environmental messages. So, Mehta lobbied for and promoted the use of lead-free gasoline in India's four largest cities, the preservation of the Ganga and Bears rivers for factory discharge effluent, and several others environmental risk. So government of India also the government of India awarded him with Padma Shri in 2016, and he also awarded with the Magsaysay Award. So MC Mehta fought numerous cases, numerous landmark cases, and the first one is the vehicle pollution case. So in 1992, the Supreme Court delivered a landmark judgment against vehicular emission in India. A retired Supreme Court judge was appointed to recommend measures to control vehicle pollution nationwide, along with the three members. So order for the supply of lead-free petrol in India and the use of natural gas and other fuels for vehicle use in India have been passed and carried out. The lead-free petrol has been introduced in the four metropolitan cities April 1995. All new cars registered since April 1995 have been equipped with catalytic converter, and COG outlets have been established to supply CNG as a clean fuel in Delhi and other cities in India's other Euro 2 standards. So next case is oleum gas leak case, which we known as MC Mehta versus Union of India and others. So this is the landmark judgment which established the principle of absolute liability. So the fertilizer plant was very close to human dwelling, and the court held that it could not be permitted to carry on a hazardous industry in such proximity to the population and relocate the factory. So the principle of deep pocket was also set out in the instant case, and this judgment also marked a time of dramatic legislative advance in India. So Parliament added an entirely new chapter to the Factory Act of 1948, incorporating incorporating section from the judgment almost verbatim. So the Public Liability Insurance Act was passed, and the Emission Control Abatement Scheme was placed in effect also. And the Environmental Protection Act and the policy of the abatement of pollution control was established. So the next case is Delhi sewage treatment plant case. Approximately 10 million people living in Delhi and millions living along the banks of the Yamuna River were exposed to health hazards caused by water contamination due to total lack of sewage treatment plants and many areas of Delhi. In this case, the Supreme Court gave the Delhi Municipal Corporation a time-bound system for establishment of treatment plant in 16 separate localities. So another case is child labor case. So the case raised the question of child slavery in the firework industry in Tamil Nadu, due to which over 1 million children who worked in the firework industry benefited. So the scope of the case has been extended to include child labor throughout the country. The Supreme Court ordered all states to identify forced laboring children and to come out with a rehabilitation schemes, and child labor was banned in dangerous industries. In another case, they released 194 children unlawfully detained in different Odisha jails. So next is environmental awareness and education case. A minimum of 5 to 7 minutes must be provided by the television network throughout the country to television programs. Environment and cinema theaters in the country must show slides related to the environment in each show. The environment became a mandatory subject from 1992 academic session up to the 12th grade, and the University Grant Commission also incorporated this subject in higher classes at various universities. Another case is Delhi Ridge case. In this case it was obtained to save the Delhi Ridge from the Supreme Court's destruction order, directing Delhi's NCT to declare it as a reserved forest. Another case is dust pollution case. So in a historic event by order of the Supreme Court on May 15, 1992, 212 stones crusher were moved out of a Delhi to crushing zone formed in Haryana and reduced the emission of more than 1500 tons of dust released daily in the atmosphere. So the next case we are discussing is I will be discussing is Kamal Nath case. So in the state of Himachal Pradesh, a motel in Spain owned by Shri Kamal Nath, Minister of Environment and Forest Government, the Beas River course was diverted from India to beautify the motel and also invaded some forest land. The Apex Tribunal ordered the Span Motel and management to hand over forest to the government of Himachal Pradesh and delete all kinds of invasions. The court handed down a landmark judgment and founded for the first time in India the principle exemplary damages. The India's Supreme Court accepted the principle of polluter paying and principle of public trust. So the next case is Antop Hill case, which is we also known as MC Mehta versus Union of India. And the large scale in this case a large scale chemical storage center for hazardous chemical was proposed to be set up in the heart of Mumbai at Antop Hill to float all environmental standards and health for more than 1.5 million living in and around this city. A case was filed in the Supreme Court, and the authorities industries were stopped from the locating such godowns in due course. So the next case is Gamma Chamber case. The Delhi has been protected from harmful radiation because of filing of a case against radiation from Gamma Chamber students and teachers at Jawaharlal Nehru University. So the next case is groundwater pollution case, which is Indian Council of Environmental Legal Action versus Union of India. So 5 small chemical factories owned by a single person worked in Rajasthan at Bichheri without treatment plant for effluent. So toxic industrial effluent entered the groundwater and 14 villages well became affected. After 6 years of battle in the trial, the Supreme Court delivered in March 1996 a judgment ordering the closure of the factories and assigning the polluter property to the Department of Environmental and Forest Government of India. So the India's recovery of the eco-recovery cost from the industries held responsible for causing environmental damages. So that's it. Thank you.